Sure, here's the English translation of your content. Spotlight. US-China trade chess match, political bluff or full-scale economic war? Over the past week, the world has witnessed an unprecedented escalation in trade tensions between the United States and China. But the real question is this merely a political bluff ahead of elections? Or a signal of a prolonged economic war that could last for years? 1. 104% tariff, trade weapon or political tool? The U.S. government shook global markets by imposing a staggering 104% tariff on Chinese goods. This move is not only an economic strike but also a clear political message. Washington is ready to play hardball. However, it's worth noting, this decision comes amid rising pressure on the U.S. president as he gears up for re-election. Trade policy has now become a campaign weapon, no longer just a matter of economic interest. 2. China's firm stance, assertive or defensive? China swiftly responded by maintaining its 34% tariff on U.S. imports. Coupled with a bold statement, "We will fight to the end." Yet analysts suggest that Beijing is trying to avoid a full-blown conflict. The Chinese economy is slowing down. Domestic consumption is weak, and exports still heavily rely on the U.S. market. By keeping tariffs steady rather than increasing them, China may be signaling restraint, not escalating, but also not backing down. 3. Who's bearing the bigger burden? U.S. companies are facing rising import costs, particularly in electronics, machinery, and consumer goods. American consumers may soon feel the pinch as prices climb, from smartphones to washing machines. Meanwhile, China is steadily losing market share in the U.S. and is being forced to pivot toward Southeast Asia, Africa, and domestic markets. Both sides are taking damage, but the real question is, who can endure the pain longer? 4. Global impact, a warning to the rest of the world. This is no longer a bilateral confrontation. As the U.S. raises tariffs, countries like Vietnam, Mexico, and India are emerging as alternative production hubs. But there's risk. If Washington views this as tariff evasion through third countries, the trade war could widen. Major economies such as the EU, Japan, and Taiwan, key partners of both the US and China, now find themselves caught in the crossfire. The US-China trade war has entered a new phase. No longer just a tariff skirmish. It's now a long-haul battle for economic power. Those who adapt will survive.